Hey, welcome in everybody. Let me know if the audio is working, please, because I am getting the same big red error on my screen that there's something wrong with the streaming data and your audio is not working. Um, but apparently it's fine. Same thing happened yesterday. Really weird. I think I should actually ask staff about that because it's literally like a big glowing red banner across my face that's like, your stream is fucked. You don't have audio. But clearly I do. But welcome in. This is going to be a debut 2.0 stream. A lot more chill, a little more low energy, just kind of taking everything in from yesterday. Chat was moving super fast yesterday, so hopefully this evening we'll get a little more time to spend on each of your questions and greet everybody. Welcome in Jojo. Thank you for checking on the audio. Welcome in Keppa. Welcome in Senko, Domino, Emily, Haru, Senko, Rio, Kibo. Thank you all. Welcome. Yeah, so I figured we just kind of chill and chat a little bit. Hope y'all have been enjoying the IRIAM debut so far. Everyone's been having great streams. Everyone's extremely talented. Welcome in, Bear. Good to see you. Thank you for the 1,000 stars, Jojo. Yeah, it's been really hyped to see all my friends and everybody from the different groups debut. Everyone's done a fantastic job so far. Really liking the app so far. Thank you for the gift. Yeah, party time. Let's go. But yeah, things are for the most part are going really smoothly. Had a good weekend. I've been spending a lot of my free time really just watching everyone's streams and trying to make sure I at least pop in for a second and say hi and congratulate everyone on their debut. Um, I'm glad you enjoyed it, Bear. Thank you. I was a little, I don't know if nervous is the right word, because I've done streaming stuff in the past. So it wasn't crazy debut nerves like it might have been, but I don't know. Um, I think the first time you're doing anything though, there's going to be a little bit of nervousness. I was mostly just worried about the tech working okay, because it's hard to get live feedback on this without actually going live, and I don't want to stream over anybody, especially not just to test audio and stuff. So, but it seems like it's working okay. Am I having lots of fun? Yeah, so far. Uh, the main reason I decided to do this in the first place was really just a cool thing to do and on the side, distract from the everyday 9 to 5 life a little bit. Really like kind of VTubing culture and the community that goes along with it. So I'm happy that I get to spend time with y'all. Welcome in, Ming. It's good to see you. Eagerly awaiting your debut eventually. Uh, Congrats on the 2000 star, Jean. Good to see you as well. Thanks for joining. Yeah, and it's nice just to hang out with everybody. I know there was a ton of VTuber debuts in general this weekend. I think a lot of the idol talent that had gone indie recently had stuff going on. There was the first stage production debuts for their new gen, some other indies. A lot of stuff going on in the VTuber community, but all positive, thankfully. But yeah, if anyone wants to throw any questions or anything that they might have in chat, said it's going to be a little more simple, a little more laid back. We're just going to kind of chill and chat with each other and see how it goes. What's my favorite gift? Good question. Actually, you know what I didn't? I'm going to answer that, but you know what I didn't do yesterday? And I just realized this because I went to look down at the bottom of the screen for the gift options, and I can't see them because I'm streaming. But I never showed off my full model. So here you go. Here's me in all of my glory. I'm rocking the yellow and white J's, some blue highlights. Apparently, this is a really big thing overseas, to have crazy shoes at work, just as a way to show your style and individuality, without doing your hair or tattoos and whatnot. So, um, but it works because I wear athletic shoes a good amount of the time. IRL, I am into basketball. I am into getting outside and stuff. So, and they're kind of fly. I'm not gonna lie. As far as gifts, Um, I do really like the copium. I think it's funny that that's a thing that you can do. And I know during debut last night, it looked like I was like intentionally dodging the gift. It was not intentional, so I'm really sorry whoever sent that. Thank you for the the raffle gift, Damo. I really appreciate it. Um, I'm scrolling back in the chat too, so if I don't see your message right away, it's because I'm back reading a little bit to try to catch up with everybody. Favorite color of the alphabet? That's crazy. I'm gonna go with A, just because it sounds like it would be a tasty flavor. What color would the letter A be? I think it would be blue, cause the What did I have for dinner? I had pork bao buns with Korean barbecue sauce. It was really good. Philly asked, "How tall are you?" As far as like kayfabe height or real height, it's actually pretty similar, but Isaac's height is 6'5", like the TikTok meme. Which side of the sea are you? I'm central, so not any sea, which is unfortunate because I really like being near the water. I like being near the ocean. It's actually like on my likes and dislikes. Um, so I wouldn't mind being closer to the ocean again someday. I used to live on the West Coast, but as those who do live out that way know, it can be very expensive. It's got its share of problems, so not there currently, but I do miss being near the water, though. Congrats on the 4,000 star, Jojo. Thank you. The correct answer is fish. For what? For favorite color of the alphabet? Is that a reference to something? If it is, I'm not familiar, but welcome in, Suzu. Congratulations on your debut again today. You did a fantastic job. If you're not already following Suzu or any other founding streamers that are in the chat, please do so. But yeah, she had a great stream earlier. I was able to join for a little bit. I was kind of lurking a little bit because I was multitasking with some setup things. But fantastic job though, and good to see you. Welcome in, Subaru. Also, fellow V Dreams member. Definitely check them out. Drop them a follow. Yeah, it'll be exciting for the eventual expansion of the Bond talent. I know there's some folks that you might have seen kind of hiding in the shadows a little bit, so I can't really speak to it too much. But eventually we might get more founding streamers. So that would be really cool. More people to watch, more friends to make. Same little shout out that I gave yesterday too. If you are an existing VTuber or if you have any interest in VTubing, IRIAM staff is looking for additional founding streamers. So look for Sohei on Twitter, X, whatever you want to call it. There's like a little bit of a contact information you can find and you can apply. And you don't have to, you can be completely new, don't have a model, you just want to get into it. You can be an existing VTuber and you can bring your model over. And there's not a lot of restrictions on you as well, like there might be with some other platforms. So you can multi-stream, you can keep your IP. It's really cool. So highly recommend. Yeah, I think that I don't know if there's like any kind of plan to roll out like a certain number of talent, like by certain dates or anything. But I think we want as many people as possible because ideally, when you sign into the app, there's always going to be somebody to watch, even if it's like quote unquote dead hours. And it takes a lot of people to do that, because people are going to have their off days. People got work, school, whatever else they got going on IRL. So you can't be on 24/7. So you need a wide span, a big group of people to kind of cover all those time slots. But it will be really nice to see. Like already, it's really cool. Like if I sign on, I know it's debut weeks right now, so there's always something going on. But just being able to pop on IRIAM whenever, and there's like 5 or 6 people streaming, you can just pop in and say hi and talk about whatever. I think that's going to be awesome. As far as schedule the next couple of days, I'm tentatively looking at doing a Twitch debut sometime tomorrow. If that happens, I will make sure to post about it. I don't know exactly what game we'll play, but I want to make sure that like all the setup and everything is looking good and that it works, and just kind of get things going so that when we get to the following week, not this coming week, but the week of Thanksgiving in the US, we're going to be doing our Epothon. So as many streams as possible during that week, at least one a day on multiple platforms. So I want to get everything, all the kinks worked out before we get there. That's like the other main thing I want to work on is getting the BGM going on IRIAM. I've got like, it's funny because like that's been like the main thing everyone's trying to set up is like, oh, how do I get music or whatever from my computer to the app? And it's doable. You just need like a big daisy chain of like cables and adapters and stuff. And I think I've got almost everything I need, but not quite. I might be missing like one or two things still. So ideally by the end of the weekend, I'll be able to set that up and we can do like some Spotify in the background or BGM or something like that. I don't want to go like too hard with the copyrighted content. I know there's no content ID on the channel, like on the platform yet, but I also don't want them to get in trouble, especially like right at launch. So, but it would be nice to have some tunes going. But what are you all up to? Hope you all are having a great weekend. I'm trying to kind of plan out, in addition to my streams, just what I'm gonna do like for fun for the next couple of months. There's like some conventions coming up, but they're out of state, so I'm trying to decide if it's something that I want to travel for or not. And then we got all the big holidays coming up in the U.S. We got Thanksgiving week, obviously like the Christmas holidays after that. I am fortunate enough to have some time off around Thanksgiving, so we're going to do our big stream session. And then when we get into the December holidays, I might go try to visit my family. They live out of state. They are in Michigan, where I grew up, and kind of like out in the middle of nowhere. And it's actually like a really beautiful area, but it's really, really like they have like really brutal winters there when it's like December, January, February. So it's not like the greatest time of the year to visit, but I would like to go and see them at some point and go say hi to my old pets and stuff. What else is going on? What did I do today? I went grocery shopping. I know that's like super not exciting, but we went and made sure that we don't have the bare like bachelor fridge with like nothing in it. Got some healthy snacks, some fruits and veggies. Got like some. I'll be honest, I do eat like a lot of like frozen like pre-prepared stuff. But I try not to get like really really bad for you stuff. Like I try to get like breakfast bowls with like a variety of stuff in them. Yeah, not the Miles fridge. We're trying to avoid that. I don't want to have like one hot dog in my fridge or something. So we got some stuff though. A lot of yerba mate, a lot of tea. I do have like some like zero sugar soda, but I try not to drink too much soda. What else is in there? I got some bagels, got some bananas. Um, I tried these it's the first time I've gotten them. They're like goldfish crackers, but they're like big ones, like actual chip size, and they're jalapeno flavored. I had a couple of them as a snack later. They're actually really good. It just kind of sucks though because like compared to the bag of regular goldfish that you get, where like there's a decent amount in there, it feels like these are gonna go really fast. But they are tasty though. Subaru watched a video about a Michigan pie maker in the UK. Is there a signature pie flavor from Michigan? I don't. If I had to guess, I'm not 100% certain on this, but if I had to guess, it's probably cherry because cherries are really big in Michigan. There's a lot of cherry farms, especially near the Upper Peninsula. And so I wouldn't be surprised if like that's like their thing. I know fudge is really big in Michigan too. Favorite tea? I do like green tea. Um, I do like milk teas. Like I get boba a lot. And then for like yerba mate, like energy drink style teas, I usually get something citrus flavored. Like right now, I have grapefruit, and it's really good. Usually, Sunday would be like my go out and play cards somewhere day. Go play in like a card tournament or something. But I don't know if I will tomorrow because I think I'm gonna focus on streamy stuff. And I know there's a lot of people debuting still tomorrow too, so I want to be around at least to pop in and say hi. I feel like that's just like the respectful thing to do, and I can like skip a week. It's no big deal. And figure out when I want to do the Twitch stream too. How do y'all feel about different platforms? Like, do you have like a preference for where you watch people outside of IRIAM? The only reason I was thinking Twitch is a lot of the Yu-Gi-Oh streamers are on Twitch, both the regular streamers and the VTubers. There's actually like a lot of VTubers that play Master Duel, but the majority of them are on Twitch. So that might be a better networking opportunity as far as like raids and stuff, and possible collabs down the road. I do want to do collabs, but I want to focus on everyone's debut first, let them get their feet under them, and then once we start branching out to others, I'll probably focus on other V Dreams members, other founding streamers like the Bond folks, the indies that are here before I do anything outside of that. Just because, again, I think like we all want to help each other grow and help the platform grow. So like if we can do groups where like, hey, like these are all people you can find on IRIAM, like I think that just makes sense. Mostly watch YouTube, willing to watch Twitch. I think that's how it is for a lot of folks. I know there people that aren't like subbed in one place or the other. They don't have like the premium service in one place or the other. They end up with ads, which kind of sucks, but it is what it is. I do recommend, rather than like subbing to, honestly, thank you for the stars. Congrats on the 5,000 Gia. Let's go. I know it sucks to pay for a bunch of subscriptions, but if you watch a lot of content creators on a platform, I do actually recommend like the premium services. Like Twitch Turbo is just better than probably like subbing to two streamers, and same with like YouTube Premium, especially on YouTube. If you're one of those folks like me where like instead of watching TV or something, you just watch random YouTube videos or you watch somebody that's streaming, it's so worth it just because there's so many ads otherwise, and it literally you get zero ads. It's great, and it's not like crazy expensive a month. I think it's like 12, 15 or something, and you can do a family plan I think for like around 20 and share it with up to 5 people. So welcome in, big guy, for you. It just reminds me of fucking Bane. YouTube's trying to add ads to oh, I haven't heard about that. Are they adding ads to premium? That would kind of suck. I feel like at that point, like when you're not getting as much value for the service, then it ceases to be worth it. Like I'm not trying to like spend $20 a month and then still have to watch ads. That's kind of lame. Yeah, the music streaming service is really nice. I know I always get emails from Amazon because I have Amazon Prime, like, hey, like you're not using your Prime benefit, you gotta come watch the Amazon Music. And like I don't think I've literally ever logged into it once, so I don't even know what they have or anything. I do Spotify and Apple Music. Because Apple Music I have for free through like another service, and then I pay for Spotify because there's some stuff on there that Apple Music doesn't have. I'm just checking to see if the VOD recording is going okay. It looks like it is. What's everyone's favorite streaming service? I know everything's become like so fragmented. Like if you all like the big shows are like split between like Netflix and what is it, Hulu, Apple TV, Amazon. I just resubbed to Netflix after not having it for a little bit to like watch Arcane with somebody because I haven't seen it actually yet. I'm trying to binge it so we can watch season 2. And everyone was saying like you don't have to be a league player or anything to enjoy it. It's actually like really good, just like standalone TV. And from what I've seen so far, it is actually really good. I'm really enjoying it. Technically pay for Hulu with Spotify. Is it like a package deal? Do those come together? I didn't know those were like owned by the same people or like had like a package you can get. I'll have to look into that. Yeah, Arcane season 2 just came out recently, I think. So I'm not too far behind. And the first season I think is only like 9 episodes. They are kind of long episodes. They're like close to an hour, but I watched the first 3 so far, and it blew by pretty fast. They're like really good. Crunchyroll. Yeah, I used to watch a lot of Crunchyroll. Not recently, just because of time. There was a point when I had like a little less going on in my life where like I would log in and watch all the seasonal anime and stuff. But not super recently though. So I kind of consume anime just tangentially through like social networking, like what's everybody talking about on Twitter and stuff. Um, and it doesn't usually feel like I'm missing anything too good. It's usually mostly just people complaining about how bad stuff was. So I do kind of want to go back and watch that show they had recently about VTubers, like the one where like you literally see like them like outside of like their stream, like just kind of like how they act and like do their everyday stuff. That looks fun. Hey, welcome in, Yacha. It's good to see you. Welcome. Thank you for the star. We're just being chilling today. This is like a kind of real low key, lower energy stream after debut yesterday. Debut went really well. There, it seemed like we had a big crowd here. Chat was schmoovin'. I didn't really get to greet many people or thank as many people as I would have liked to, just because it was so hard to keep up. Everyone was just riding the high of all the debuts, which was super cool to see. And I hope you all enjoyed Rio's stream afterwards. I think he did like some karaoke and stuff. I stopped in for some of it, but I ended up having to like call it a little bit early. This is my first time streaming. No, I used to do cam streaming pre-COVID, primarily TCG content. Had a pretty decent following. Um, and then going into the COVID era, I just kind of like discovered VTubers and fell into the quote unquote rabbit hole and just thought it was really cool, seemed really fun, and decided to debut as a VTuber during like that 2020, 2021 era. Did that for a little bit. And then I just got really busy with work and wanted to focus on career development. So I stopped. But now that I'm fortunate enough to have like a regular schedule and have a real like career type job that I plan on keeping for a long time, now I can do this as a hobby again. It's just really exciting because I miss it. Yes, Bing chilling, true. Which TCG do I play? I mostly play Yu-Gi-Oh! Both Master Duel, which is like the advanced. You'll hear some people call it advanced, which is like the official Konami name, or modern is what like the players call it. Like with all the current cards, current ban list. I also play physical Yu-Gi-Oh, but mostly older formats. A cool thing that's really picked up within the last 2 years or so is retro or quote unquote time wizard formats. So, which are just based on eras that people really like to play in the past. So, the most popular ones are Edison, which is 2010 Yu Gi Oh!, and GOAT, which is 2005 Yu Gi Oh! And they're both honestly like it's kind of like more Yu-Gi-Oh as you remembered it, like you enjoyed playing with friends growing up. Modern Yu-Gi-Oh is a completely different game. It's a comparison that you'll hear a lot is it's a lot like a fighting game where you're kind of just like waiting for your turn, so to speak. Everything's like really long combo string, and like sometimes you have interruptions that you can use on your opponent's turn, which is almost like it would be like bursting out of your opponent's combo in a fighting game. But like, it's just not the same thing. I like it a little more back and forth, a little more strategic. It's all just like million card combo now, so I'm definitely a little bit of a boomer in that regard. Yeah, the pendulum era was kind of when like that started to happen a little bit. That shift started to happen. That was like 2013, I want to say, ish. 2013, 2014. And that was sort of like that last 10-year period is like what we would consider to be modern Yu-Gi-Oh. Do I like Vanguard? I actually have tried playing Vanguard competitively several times. They've done a few reboots of the game. I really like the game system. I love the artwork. Vanguard has a lot of really fantastic artists also working on the game. And one thing I do like about Bushiroad games is they do credit all of the artists, which not everyone does. I really appreciate that. There is a really heavy RNG component in Bushiroad games, though. Both Vice Schwartz, Vanguard, um, really anything that they put out, they always have usually like some kind of like trigger mechanic that's based off of like cards you reveal off the top of the deck randomly and stuff. And it can be frustrating to play if you are a really competitive person like I am. Um, the reason why I always inevitably fall out of Vanguard is I'll feel like I'm playing better than my opponent and I still lose. And like I don't like that feeling personally, but it does make it a little bit more accessible. Like the more RNG in a game typically, the better chance like a lower skilled player can beat a higher skilled player. That can be attracted to a lot of people. Like the total opposite end of the spectrum would be a game like chess, where like the more skilled player is always going to win. And the barrier to entry there, like the skill floor that you have to reach to even compete in chess is like so much higher, and so it's harder to get into. There's that natural barrier of entry versus like a game like Vanguard or Pokemon where like there's higher RNG, it's easier to grasp rules, so a lot more people can get into the game, which can be really good for overall growth. But if again for like someone who's like more skilled, more familiar with TCGs, it can be frustrating. I'm just scrolling back in the chat to see if I missed anything. But yeah, Sundays are usually like my go play Yu-Gi-Oh! Locals day. Thank you for the follow, KevCat. Welcome in. Thank you for becoming a shareholder. We're just doing a chill little debut 2.0 decompression stream. Actually get to like see who's in the chat. Thank you, Faye, also for sending the star. Good to see you here. I could barely keep up with like who even joined yesterday just because it was like nonstop message, nonstop gift, follow, whatever, which I really appreciate. Like the amount of love that was shown to everybody was crazy and super appreciated. Thank you for 100 comments, Faye. Okay, I see you. But yeah, Sunday usually Yu-Gi-Oh day. It's about like 30-40 minutes away from where I live, but the traffic's not too bad on the weekends, so it's not awful. And I'll usually go chill there for a few hours, and then like on the way home get like a meal out or something. Sunday would be like my quote unquote like cheat day, or go like get like some Chipotle or get like an ice cream for fun or something. So but I think tomorrow we're gonna stay in, we're gonna focus on streamy stuff. Welcome in, Immersed Rhyme, good to see you here. Thank you for becoming a shareholder. Try to get the Twitch stream going. I need to look and see what I'm still missing for BGM, because if I can figure out what cables I still need, I might try to do like a Best Buy run and pick up whatever I need to get it going. And then just kind of relax a little bit before the work week starts. It's going to be another pretty busy week for work for me, but I'm going to try to get some IRIAM streams in during the evenings afterwards. And then that next week, that Thanksgiving week after that, will be like the big stream push week, and we're going to do a whole ton of shit. So expect an actual like set schedule, though, sometime tomorrow evening, I think. I wanted to put it out today, but I got a really nice schedule template commissioned, and it starts the week with Monday. So I was worried if I put it out that people might get confused that like the Saturday Sunday is for this like the next Saturday Sunday. So I'm just gonna wait. Plus, like all the debuts are happening, so I don't want to like stream over too many people anyway. Are you any good at Yu-Gi-Oh? Like, have you qualified for Worlds or something? I'm not. I'm not that good, unfortunately. I have topped multiple YCSs, which are like the big like tournaments where I guess like that's like the main competitive circuit. Thank you for the star, Immerse Ryan. Appreciate it. Gone to done like regionals, nationals, all that stuff. Haven't been to Worlds though. I think that's like the big dream for most Yu-Gi-Oh players, is to be able to compete at Worlds, and it's really become more accessible at this point through Master Duel. Like the ability to just play at home and not have to like go to a card shop, not have to spend money on physical cards. Granted, Master Duel is a gacha game technically, very free to play friendly as far as gachas go, but it is still a gacha game. But you can grind and qualify for worlds just from your computer at home, which is awesome. Um, there's actually a guy that used to go to my locals in Michigan, who's a fairly big Master Duel streamer at this point, Trishula. Uh, that's like his mainstream content on Twitch, and he went to Master or Worlds for this past year. I was thinking for some reason I was getting confused. I thought he qualified through Master Duel, but he came like a spot away from qualifying through Master Duel, and then he ended up qualifying through like actual paper nationals. So grinded super hard for that. So props to him. Like qualifying is pretty difficult if you're trying to do it digitally. You've got to basically get like first on the leaderboard, like when they do like this big like weekend of just everybody like playing and grinding games. You got like a 72-hour period where you have to have like the highest ELO in that period, and then they take the number one leaderboard from each region. So like from the JPAC region, AMR, etc. Super grindy, but again, just the fact that you can get like a trip to Japan or something and play in a world championship and you didn't even have to leave your house, like that's crazy. Tantan, thank you for the star, and thank you for joining for both of our streams that we've done so far. Thank you, Rotom Master, for joining for the first time. Good to see you. Thank you for becoming a shareholder. But yeah, trying to think of what else I have going on right now. Been playing some games with friends on the side. There's this cute little roguelike game that I've been playing called Ember Knights. It's sort of like, if anyone's played Hades, Enter the Gungeon, any of the games like that, it's basically that but multiplayer. And it's actually really fun, pretty cheap too. There's DLC available for it also, but we're just still playing through the base game because we want to like beat the regular campaign first. Welcome, Miet. Good to see you. Hope you had a lovely stream. If you don't know, Miet was just streaming not too long ago. Debuted yesterday. And then had an additional stream today. So really good to see you. Appreciate you stopping by, and hope you had a great stream. So, and more to come. Thank you for the congrats gift, by the way. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Scrolling back. Do you play any normal tabletop games? I have played some board games. I've played like Catan and stuff. I played Risk. I do play some chess. As far as like TTRPGs, I know we talked about this a little bit yesterday, but every time that I've tried to get into a group, it just like hasn't happened. Like we do for like D&D and stuff, we'll like do like the session 0 where everyone like tries to get, pick their character and figure out what they want to do, and then there's never actually a campaign after that, or we don't even get that far, and there's like, here, we're gonna create this like group chat or something to do D&D, and then it just, everyone's too busy because they're doing adult things, and then it just never happens. But I would like to do a tabletop RPG at some point, and it doesn't have to be a D&D. Like I know there's a lot of different game systems, a lot of different games that you can play. Yeah, you need somebody who knows how to DM. You need somebody who like knows how to set everything up for new players. And then like everybody has to have the time available to do it, which is a real challenge. It's just hard to get together regularly, like as adults in today's society. And there are ways to play it online too, which I think helps. But yeah, just never even gotten that far. And I hope that eventually I'm able to, because it is something I'm interested in. What other games have been playing? Been playing some Overwatch Classic. For those who don't know, they did bring back sort of like the original patch of Overwatch, similar to how it was in 2016. It's crazy to think that that game is almost 10 years old. Like, if you want to feel real old right now, Overwatch came out almost 10 years ago. But the classic patch is pretty cool. You get like just the base characters. You can play it like there's no hero locks. You can do like 6 Winstons, 6 Reapers, whatever. They have all their old abilities. So like Mercy has her whole team res. You can res 5 people. It's really fun. Is it better than like the current Overwatch 2 meta? Probably not. Um, Nothing will actually make you appreciate modern Overwatch more than going back and playing old Overwatch, even though, like, even through the nostalgia goggles. Thank you for the heart, Aru. I really appreciate it. Going to sleep, so I'll gift and go to sleep. Yes, get some rest, please. Listen to your body if you're tired. Make sure that you're getting adequate rest. Don't feel compelled to stay. But I really appreciate you joining, and thank you so much for the gift. Yeah, real. It's like it's been around a lot longer, and I think that was also like the last good Blizzard release. Um, Granted, they have a lot of problems behind the scenes. They had a huge company culture issue with, like, mistreating women and various people within the company. But as far as like pure game quality goes, I think that was like the last one that like everyone agreed this is like a good game. This is a fun game. And everything after that has just been really cash grabby or just like not very good, which is sad. The highs and lows of Mei on Hanamura. True. Yeah, so there's an old map in old Overwatch. They have like 2-point capture maps where like you have to get a zone captured and then you have to get another zone captured. And there's an attack who's trying to capture and a defense that's trying to hold. And they don't actually have this map type in modern Overwatch, like in the queue, I don't think. And you can play in classic Overwatch as 6 Meis, character that freezes with an ice wall. And there's a map where there's 2 entrances to get to the point, and you can basically just rotate your freezes to block both of the entrances. And even if they have characters that can like get over the wall, like a Genji or a Pharah, you're completely walling them off, or they're like trickling in maybe one at a time, and you can just hold the entire first point, and it's ridiculous. Ayana, welcome in. It's good to see you. Yeah, we were talking Overwatch. We were just talking about different games that I've been playing lately. Um, Not really, didn't really have anything specific on the agenda. I really wanted to like stream again soon after debut, especially since it looked like we were going into dead hours, and get a chance to actually see the people that are coming in, the people that are saying hi and joining and gifting, because I felt really bad during debut that I wasn't able to greet everybody just because there was too much going on. And I admittedly did have like a little bit of a script that I wanted to stick to, like a sort of traditional VTuber debut, but there was just like so much happening. 9,000 stars, let's go. Thank you for Zatsu, got to head to bed. Oh, awesome. Oh yeah, have fun with the get together. I think Subaru and Jean rather. I've never said your name incorrectly until just now, and it's because I was reading the chat. I am so sorry. No, you can attest though. I've never said it wrong until just then, and it's literally because I was just reading the comment, like straight up reading it, not thinking. So my bad. But I think they're doing like a little off collab, a little get together. So I hope you both have a fantastic day. Enjoy whatever you're up to. Stay safe. And if you need to get some rest beforehand, definitely do so, because you want to go in rested. You want to set yourself up for success. Thank you so much for the congrats gift. Thank you. I appreciate it. Hopefully I can be there for y'all's next streams or debuts. Still got a lot of debuts to come. I wonder if I can like find it quickly. I'm just gonna do a little search here and try to find the debut schedule. Let's see who's up tomorrow. Pause champ while I'm looking. Why is this so hard to find? You would think this would be easy. I wonder if it's on the IRIAM Twitter. They've been putting out like these little banners that show everyone that's debuting each day, which is really cool. Yeah, so from V Dreams, we got Orpheus tomorrow. We got Mew. Subaru's tomorrow. And that's Aban is tomorrow. And I think that's it from V Dreams. And then we got some more of the Bond Livers and some of the indies too. Cool. That'll be fun. Yeah, there is close to 90. I think there's 70 something founding streamers, if I'm not mistaken, with more to come, I want to say towards the end of the year or early next year, but don't quote me on that because I think that's TBD. Also, my Discord just completely stopped working. It's like you can no longer see any of your messages. Cool, thanks. At least my internet's working though. Discord is down right now. Oh no shit. Okay, so it's not just me then. It's just not working. Okay, good to know. Thank you. Yeah, it's just showing messages failed to load on like all of my servers. So I literally can't I can't check DMs or anything either. That's okay though. I'm shouldn't be on Discord right now anyway. I'm streaming. Purgatory time. Yes, for real. Yep. Lapine, it's done. It's borked. Hopefully it comes back soon. That's one of those things that like you don't realize like how much you rely on until like it's not working. I think I've done more on Discord in the past like couple months than like any other social media platform. Yo, let's go Sean on the 10,000 stars. You're spamming the stars. Thank you. Welcome in, Virus. Good to see you again. Appreciate you joining. And thank you for sending the star as well. Appreciate it. What else games we were talking about? What else have I played this past week? We did Embermites. We did Overwatch. Did a little Pico Park with some of my friends from the founding streamers. Obviously played some Master Duel. Oh, that's a good question. For those who have like a ton of games on Steam, right? What's your highest playtime for any of the games that you've played? Or what's your largest Steam spend? If you're comfortable answering that. I can start. For Master Duel, I currently have 3,208 hours. And of the total spend on my Steam account, which I am ashamed to say, granted, this is many, many years old. I've just changed the name over and over again. We are at over 5-figure spend, and almost half of that is Yu-Gi-Oh cards, which is pretty crazy. First instinct was to go to Discord to complain. Yeah, no, real. Like that's just because I've been like preparing for debut. And a lot of our like company comms and stuff has been in Discord. That's been like my life for the past little bit. And I know like a lot of like companies and stuff like my work, they use similar platforms to Discord, so it just feels like I'm on a Discord-esque service all day, every day. It's not embarrassing to get the milestones, John. I appreciate you helping me out. Any and all support is appreciated, regardless of who it's coming from. And honestly, I appreciate when it is one of my friends. So I'm thankful that you're here. Dog God, welcome in. Thank you for the star. Appreciate you joining. Thank you for the support. If anyone did reach the first star milestone, I know one of the folks already reached out to me. I offered, if anyone does gift enough to get at least the 1-star level by the end of this next week, they can send me an ASMR script and I will record it by the end of the week. So I got to work on the first one. I do have one request already, but I think there's 2 or 3 other people that did reach the first blue star. So if that's something that you have any interested in, you can hit me up. I believe my DMs are open on Discord. If we're in any mutual servers, please don't abuse that. I want to say they're open on Twitter, but I might need to double check. So yeah, little cool thing that you can do if that's something that's up your alley. Understand that's also not for everybody, but it's just something I thought of spur of the moment that could be fun. I got a pretty positive response to some of the reading requests on Twitter that we got. Hey, thank you for the follow, Mara. Really appreciate it. Welcome in. Thank you for the star also. And thank you for joining True JJ. Welcome in. Appreciate you being a shareholder. But yeah, I did like pre-debut a thing where like I just took requests of like copy pastas to read or ASMR scripts. And people seem to get a kick out of that. So I think we can do more of that as like a little reward. I did mention it yesterday too, but as far as like other membership / gifting rewards, We might set up a personal Discord at some point that y'all can join, like a fan cord. I'm just not sure how I want to approach it yet, because there's like 1,000,001 different Discords for 1,000,001 different streamers, and I know y'all don't need like a 200th Discord server to join, but I think it would be cool to do like fan games. Especially, I want to do a Master Duel tournament at some point. I think that would be really fun, and that could be a good reward for the different membership tiers too. Because you can do like different roles for people. Do like a game night, community game night type thing. Welcome in, Sir Ross. Appreciate it. Thank you for joining. Yeah, I know today is a very go at your own pace type day. We're just chilling. This is the debut 2.0. We're basically just talking about what's going on in life, what I've been up to, and getting a chance to see everyone who's joining, because we didn't really get to do too much of that yesterday. Thank you for joining in, Fabulich. Welcome. Thank you for becoming a shareholder. My name is, for anyone new here, I should introduce myself again. My name is IPO, as Isaac P. Oakmont. I am an investment banker with Pierce & Pierce out of New York. I do work remotely, though, so I do not live in New York. Our company has a famous history. We had some maybe unsavory incidents in the past, but we've moved beyond that. We're a very successful firm, very storied firm, and quite fortunate to work with them. As far as things that I like or dislike, big into card games, big into gaming in general, like animals, like the beach, like amusement parks, and I like streaming. I did stream in the past and have returned to being a VTuber as just like a fun thing to do outside of work. So, yeah. Felt like a knight in shining armor, so I named myself Sir Ross. That's pretty base. Like, just like being the hero, I think that is like what everybody aspires to. TBH. We have a Sir Ross and a pancake night also. Oh, okay. We're gonna have a whole army soon. I like it. 15 stars sent by Gia. Thank you so much. I appreciate you spamming the stars. Building the hype is helpful. There's not any events going on currently because everyone's focusing on debuts. But at some point in the near future, we're going to start doing events. Basically, what that is there's the leaderboard that you see for kind of like the amount of interaction, the amount of gifting and stuff that happens. And IRIAM, the company, will offer different incentives to the streamers based on that leaderboard. So like the top streamer during the XYZ event, you might win like a spot on a billboard somewhere, or you might get a special drink offered at a convention that's based off of you, or you might get like a magazine placement or a website placement somewhere. Bunch of cool stuff. It is probably going to have like some kind of marketing tie-in to it, but also things that are going to help you like get your name out there or like grow as a streamer in your content creation career, which is really cool. Again, like that's something that I really appreciate about the company. They're not like an agency, it's just a platform, and they're really lax about what you can do. There's not any really hard rules other than obviously like, nothing like blatantly breaking copyright, nothing like really, bigoted, nothing really non-safe for work. And like, none of that stuff's really cool anyway. As long as you're chill, you can basically do whatever content you want, however you want to do it. And you can multi-stream and you can stream on other platforms. Even, myself and the other V-Dreams members who are contracted founding streamers, we can still do Twitch streams. We can do YouTube streams with the same model. We will eventually own the IP. We can multi-stream our IRIAM elsewhere, which is something I want to do eventually, but I got to figure out the setup for it. Welcome in, Mr. Dragon Warrior. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate you becoming a shareholder. Hope you're having a fantastic evening. But yeah, I do want to figure out the multi-streaming. It's going to be the biggest mess of cables doing the multi-streaming plus doing the BGM fed into the iPad. I'm streaming on iPad. Plus like the mic and the audio interface and everything is gonna be crazy. So I got like everything like hooked up to a capture card so I can record it and get the VOD posted, and then I gotta get the BGM over somehow. It's a lot. And then the multi-streaming is going to be a whole other mess of stuff on the computer. But we'll figure it out though. We'll get there. Thank you for joining the stream, Baby Chicken. Welcome in. Appreciate seeing you again. And Miss Yuvia, thank you. I know you had your debut as well. Congratulations. Appreciate you stopping by the stream. Thank you all for sending the stars. And if you see any of the other founding streamers in the chat, make sure to drop them a follow. I know they'd really appreciate it. Some of the folks that debuted on Friday, I know, such as myself, have been kind of doing little chill debut 2.0 type streams afterwards, just trying to sneak some stuff in there, trying not to overlap people. But hopefully we can get to a point where anytime that you log in, there's something going on, somebody to chat with. It'll just be a vibe. Tapping the stars is low key kind of fun. Like, you wouldn't think so. I know people make fun of like endless clicker games and stuff, but when I'm maybe it's just because like I need to be doing something. Like I have to be. I don't know what it is. But if I'm watching somebody else's stream on my own time, I'm clicking that thing the entire time, like mashing it like crazy. And I don't know why. It's just engaging, and it shouldn't be. There's like it's like a psychology hack or something. I don't know what it is. Like the belt. Yeah, it does look pretty good actually. It's a nice little like accent color. It kind of matches. Like I got like a little lapel pin kind of thing. That's like that same orangey gold color, and then the necklace also. Yeah, I can zoom out too. There's the whole model again with the kicks. Everyone points out the kicks. We got little matching bracelet. We got an Apple Watch or smartwatch. Got the belt. Got the pin. Do have a little bit of physics on the jacket. I mean, my outfit would be pretty stiff anyway. Like, I don't think it's necessarily like needs to be really bouncy because I'm just wearing like slacks and a blazer. And there is physics on the hair. You see my bangs move. But I like it though. I like this outfit. When we were getting our models, I know some other people mentioned this, so I don't know if it's technically okay to talk about the process or whatever, but like other people already did, so it's whatever. But you got kind of like, for the people who are being brought on new that weren't an existing VTuber or wanted like a new model, you got kind of like offered like, here's like a couple of options that we think might work well for your personality. And I think this fits really well for me personally. I am like a business guy, IRL. I even kind of like, to a degree, look like this, like just like a tall, like normal looking, handsome guy. So it works really well. I like it. I see myself in this, and I feel comfortable with it. So I'm not trying to like. I feel like I don't have to like struggle to be a character that I'm not. Thank you so much for the heart, Gia. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Welcome in, Aluchi. Thank you for the star. Thank you for the star, Karma, as well. Yeah, I think I am pretty handsome, actually. I don't know. I think it was a fortunate happenstance that they chose something for me that really fits my vibe, both in what I do and just kind of like my personality and the way I look. So I like it. I'm looking forward to the convention circuit next year because one of my really big goals when I used to be a VTuber and content creator was to be a guest at some type of convention. Now that we've had like this successful launch and hopefully we can carry that momentum going into the new year, I'm really hoping I can get some kind of like meet and greet spot at a convention or something. I think that would just be the coolest thing in the world. I'm really shooting for Off-Kai personally. I've attended all of the previous Off-Kais as a guest, not as a talent, but it is my favorite convention of the year, like overall, not just VTuber conventions. I just think Off-Kai is like a blast. And if you've never been, I would try to go. Welcome back, Emily. Good to see you again. Yeah, no, it is. And that's one of the cool things about VTubing is you don't even have to like physically be there if you don't want to. Like if the anonymity aspect is really important to you, or the distance or price is prohibitive, you can just do like a call in. You can do the little robot thing that wanders the hall. There's a lot of Discord's actually down. I was trying to look up a debut schedule earlier, and to like see who else from V Dreams was debuting tomorrow, and it's just like it's just actually broken. It just the message is not loading, so it's not you. Congrats on the 20,000 star, Gia. Thank you for mashing. Thank you for mashing those buttons like a true fighting game player. Just going in and mashing. But yeah, guest at Offkai I think would be super cool. They also have done for like the grab bag that you get with entry, and they give one of each to like all the talent guests. You get like a little trading card yourself. And being such a big fan of like card games for basically my entire life, it would be so cool to have myself on a trading card. I would love that. And I would definitely be willing to like sign any of them for you. If anyone pulls the IPO trading card, I would sign it, no problem. And I know not everybody is comfortable with this, and like who knows? Like maybe I would even like. It's possible I could change my mind between now and then, but I feel like I wouldn't care if like people just came up to me like, hey, like I'm so and so, like say hi. I'm not like you can see me. It's fine. It doesn't bother me too much. Tarot deck designed for you. That would be really sick. I have seen a couple of VTuber tarot decks. I think one of the artists at Offkai this past year had one that was like a collection of like different indies that just signed on and wanted to do it, but it was beautiful though. And I think like something custom made for a specific VTuber or a specific organization would just be really really cool. Great opportunity to like get some good artists involved too. IRIAM tarot deck, yeah. you know, the similar streaming platform, AniLive, and then the Nexus folks, they had a deck of cards at Offkai last year, and since they have like also have like a bunch of talent, like they had like literally a different person in every card, and it was actually kind of like a cool throw in. I don't think they were charging anything for it or anything. You just had to, I think you had to show that you downloaded the app and like signed in or something, and they would give you the deck of cards. But a lot, you have the Nexus deck, nice. There was a lot of cool merch at Offkai. There's always a lot of cool stuff at Offkai, honestly. This year is going to be at the San Jose Convention Center next June. I think it's 2 weeks before AX. So if that's something that you think you might be interested in, yeah, no, that's like a huge selling point of IRIAM Komodo is the latency is super super low, like almost real time. If you chat at me, it's basically like we're in like a FaceTime call or something. Did I tell you the mess you had before debut? No, what happened? You'll have to chat it out there because I hadn't heard of any big issues on your part, but hopefully everything's okay though. What was I talking about? I was talking about Offkai. Yeah, so it's really close to AX. So if you usually go to Anime Expo every year, it might be a little much to try to do both. It'd almost be nicer if they were like a week apart, so you could like just like hit one and then hit the other. Maybe they are though. They might actually be a week apart. I think AX is like 4th of July weekend, and I think Offkai is like the last weekend in June. But I would like to do both. I know IRIAM was at AX last year. They were at Offkai last year too. So I think we'll have some more going on this year. I know a lot of like the other founding streamers and stuff will probably be going. I would love to like meet up with some friends. There's a lot of friends that I know from just doing content creation in the past that go to Offkai every year that I like enjoy seeing every year. So hopefully we can make it happen. Try getting a mic, and Mike didn't arrive until oh, I'm sorry. Hopefully you're able to get like something temporary situated for the audio, or the mic just shows up. Thank you for joining also. Ooh, this is a tricky one. Svetier? I don't know. I'm not 100% sure how to pronounce that, but thank you for joining. Welcome to the IPO stream. Thank you for being a shareholder. Welcome in Violet as well. Joined yesterday also. I really appreciate it. LG says we should play Yu-Gi-Oh! At Offkai. Definitely. Absolutely. I will. I do prefer older formats. If you happen to have an Edison format deck, I would play that all day. Any downtime, I would be playing Edison. But I will try. If you only play modern, I will try to put together a modern deck for Offkai because I know most people that bring stuff will probably have that. Also, thank you for the 200th comment. And Violet, thank you for the star. Saint, what's the pronunciation? If you can give me a pronunciation for that, Svetier. I really apologize if I'm butchering your name, but thank you for the star. You sound like a Blue Eyes White Dragon player. Why do you say that? I know I might have like some Kaiba vibes, but I'm not that big of a Yugi boomer. No cap though, the Blue Eyes deck might actually be good again going into next year because they got like some really good support from the upcoming starter deck, and I know in Japan it's been putting up results. They got like a Link 1 and stuff that's like really strong. Any deck that has a Link 1 is really strong. You wouldn't know what the fuck I'm talking about unless you play Yu-Gi-Oh! So I apologize. Welcome in, Kota, another member of Bond EN. Thank you so much for joining. Make sure you check out their debut coming up this Tuesday. Really appreciate it. What the Sigma? Yeah, what the Sigma? We're just doing a little chill debut 2.0 stream here and been going for a little over an hour. But just taking an opportunity to thank everybody that's been coming in, thank them for the gifts, say hi to everybody since we didn't really get a good opportunity to do that last night. It was crazy busy. Chat was schmoovin', so it's nice to actually like get to read chat and connect with some of y'all. Have headphones, but sad you can't have the best audio for day one. Yeah, that's unfortunate. I'm sorry that the shipping is causing problems. But you know what? Debut's still gonna be excellent. I can feel it. You're gonna kill it. So you got this. Modern Yu-Gi-Oh is super expensive. Yes, it might be. I haven't looked at prices for like a tiered deck recently. It might be a little bit better now that they did the latest rarity collection set, the quarter century bonanza, because they did reprint a lot of the cards that were really expensive, like Triple Tactics Thrust, especially was like $50. Now it's like $1. So welcome in. I want to be the bat. Appreciate you joining. Thank you for being a shareholder. No, it's not a call out that you don't understand card games. I'm just saying that like a lot of the chat when I talk about this stuff, like there's gonna be like a half a dozen people in chat that play Yu-Gi-Oh, and they're gonna be like super interested in what I have to say about it, and then the other like 50 people are not gonna either not gonna give a shit or not know what the fuck I'm talking about. So I really apologize. I'm talking about it right now because it's a big interest of mine. But I think I'm going to try to keep a lot of the TCG stuff to the other platform or platforms. So like Twitch will be like, here's like the TCG streams, here's like the Master Duel streams, or other gaming. Cause not able to stream games here. This is primarily a Zatsu based platform. But yeah, our gaming streams will be over on Twitch. A lot of that is going to be card games, and that's probably where a lot of the card game discussion is going to be, just because not everybody shares that interest. Welcome in, Luca Boy. Thank you for becoming a shareholder. Thank you for the follow, Svetier. Jean says, trying your best to yeah, it's tough. If you've never played Yu-Gi-Oh, it's a really complicated game, especially at this point. There's so many different mechanics, so many different rules. It's really hard to get into. It's really expensive. It's like trying to become a league player from zero today. Like there's a lot that you have to like understand, and there's a lot of people that have been playing it for close to 20 years. So it's hard. Used to own a bunch of Yu-Gi-Oh, but never understood. Yeah, I mean, like it's fun. Like I wish there was more opportunity to play just like casual, like pickup games with people. For a lot of games, that feels like that doesn't exist a ton. I think like the casual crowd mostly plays like board games. You're either like you buy cards at the store just to look at or collect because you like how they look, or you're like super sweaty and you go and like play in tournaments and stuff. There's not a lot of, it feels like there's not a lot of in between anymore. Don't speak the name of the devil. Yeah, Coda says, did somebody say League? I did, yes. I actually mentioned earlier, catching up on Arcane. I I need to go and finish out season 1 so I can catch up on everybody's thoughts on season 2. A bunch of my friends are watching it, so I need to binge it so I can catch up. It's really good so far, though. Don't know if I'll play the game. Um, League is a thing that exists, and you'll get some really strong opinions both ways on it. I've tried getting into it a few times in the past. I've had a bunch of friends try to get me into it, and every time I felt like, man, this is just kind of miserable. Like, the skins are really expensive, the games take forever, everyone's super toxic. I'm not very good at it. The only way to get better at it is to play hours and hours every day, learn the meta, learn all the what are they don't call them heroes in that game, do they? What do they call them? Characters, champions. Yes. Learn all the champions, learn all the items that you have to buy in what order and what, who counters who and what counters what. It's a lot. That's that barrier to entry that we were talking about earlier. Like Yu-Gi-Oh is really similar in that regard. A lot of TCGs are, where you just have to even to play at a beginner level. Just you have to learn so much, and it's so daunting if you're new to that community. And then on top of that, you have the toxicity of the gaming community, where the people who are already invested and do already know all that stuff, they don't want to help you out with learning it. They just want to farm you, basically, right? So it's tough. You have to be really dedicated, really interested. And for League, I just don't know if that's me. Same thing with Valorant. I tried playing Valorant on release, and I'm like, man, this is just Counter-Strike with anime characters, and I was never really that into Counter-Strike. So learn all the champions. Meanwhile, I play Heimerdinger every game. He was in the show. That's a name I recognize. See, it was funny because I was having to ask people, hey, this character that they're spending a lot of time focusing on, are they a playable character? and sometimes they were, sometimes they weren't. But the animation in the show is fantastic, though. The way they did it, the combination of the 2D and 3D animation, it looks beautiful. That kind of both the art style and kind of the gritty feel of it, I feel really match the universe well. So props to the team that put that together. It does make me more interested in that universe without ever playing the game or having much interest in it. So need to finish setting up your server. Going to see if Discord's working again. Yeah, Discord's been borked. It looks like it is still broken. I cannot check DMs. Oh no, wait. It's coming back up. It might be working now. It looks like it's working now. Let's go. Yeah, for those who are just joining, Discord, during the last hour, was just down. It just wasn't working. But it looks like it's good now. In terms of Yu-Gi-Oh, the easiest deck to learn is Brand Despia. I mean, that's still a relatively modern deck from the past few years. And if you're returning to the game, or if you're a new player, I feel that would still be fairly complicated. Because you got to remember, and this is why they cater to that quote unquote Yu-Gi boomer audience so much, is a lot of people that used to play Yu-Gi-Oh, they bought the Yu-Gi starter deck with Dark Magician. They bought the Kaiba starter deck with Blue Eyes White Dragon. That's what they know. They know summon monster and attack, and now it's just combo, play all your cards in one turn. It's just not the same game. Did they make Mecha Phantom Beast good yet? No. No, they have not. And they never have been particularly good. There have been individual Mecha Phantom Beast cards that are good. O-Lion is banned, but they are... Is it even still banned? It's probably not banned anymore. But it was banned at one point. What else is going on? I think as far as streams tonight, there's I think Leo is doing a debut, super late night tonight, DGen hours. But this might be the last one for today. Oh yeah, the Dragon Master Magia is a grand. In one of the recent sets, they basically put, for those who don't understand what we're talking about, there's they basically made a lottery card. There's these special foil versions of things that you can get that are extremely rare, and they made a card where that's the only way that you can get that card is in like that special rarity. And so if you want to play that card, if it's a card you actually want to put in your deck, um, you basically need like the max rarity version. That's the only version available, and it sells like secondary market for about $1,000. It's not even like particularly good, but uh, there are decks that would want to play it. So they're just that's how they juice people. They juice the whales. It's bad. Discord's working, but really slow. Yeah, I was clicking through some of the servers on the side here just to see if it's working, and it looks like I am able to view things again, but I haven't tried like messaging or anything. Click Funko Pops. I'm trying to think if I have any Funko Pops. They're not my favorite, and I know that like like if you ever bring that up, I'm sure like other people might share that sentiment. Um, I think it's not so much the Funko Pops themselves that I dislike, though. It's more like the community around them. Like the stores that you walk in and they're just like all Funko Pops, or the people who like bring stuff to conventions to get like an artist or actor or something to sign, and they just have like a grocery cart full of Funko Pops. That's more what I don't like, and that part of the community that collects those is like so intrinsically tied to the product, it's like hard to separate the two, if that makes any sense. If I was in a mafia game, I'll be in a so-called very good outfit with a fedora hat, like a deduction game. Those are pretty good. I think they just came out with a I haven't played it personally, but they just came out with a Death Note deduction game, I think, where you like try to like find who's the bad guy or whatever. Like what's like those started with like as like tabletop games, like Werewolf of Secret Hitler. There's a bunch of games like that, and then like they just turned into like digital versions, like Among Us or what's the Throne one? Something Throne? I forget. That genre of games is really fun though, where like and they don't have to be like really graphically intensive or anything. Like it's basically like you just getting in like chat or voice chat with a bunch of people and arguing over each other, which I do enjoy. Um, Thank you for joining, Erebus. Good to see you. Appreciate you. Welcome in. If you haven't given Erebus a follow, another Bond member, got an upcoming debut. I want to say tomorrow afternoon. So good luck on debut. Really looking forward to that. Thank you for joining, Neppy. Good to see you. Thank you for the star. Good to see you, Nyaru Nyaru. Welcome in. That Nyaru Nyaru almost sounds like it's like a Nyaru alt or something, but I imagine it's not. But welcome. Good to see you. Thank you for becoming a shareholder. Are you good at Mario Party? I think Mario Party is a high RNG game. Similar to what we were talking about with Vanguard earlier. Like there's a lot of like just random chance that comes down in that game to whether you win or lose. But I do enjoy it though. Mario Party is a fun game. I like a lot of Nintendo games in general, but I'm waiting to get another console until like the Switch 2 comes out, or the Switch successor, because we don't technically know what it's going to be called yet, but it is confirmed to be a thing that exists. It's confirmed to be announced before March of next year, and we just don't know like a release date or what it's called or anything. Do you play Fortnite? Similar to League, I have had friends try to get me into Fortnite because they were really into it. I have played some Fortnite. I do not play currently though. It is a fun game though. I think it gets a lot of unjustified hate. I think there's a lot of folks when they hear Fortnite, like, oh, that's just like the game that collabs with everything, and they do. That's true, but like it's fun, or it's just like the little kids game, but like it's got some depth to it. It's genuinely fun to play, and like ultimately, what makes a good game is it fun? And I think Fortnite is a fun game. Thank you for the follow, Neppy. Appreciate it. Welcome in, Pelin. Good to see you. Thank you for joining. Thank you for the star. Appreciate the support. We're just doing a little debut 2.0 stream. I was just mentioning that I have like I'm doing a capture card to my another device recording the stream so I can post it on YouTube. And I feel like I saw a notification come through, even though the phone is on Do Not Disturb, so I shouldn't be getting any notifications. So I might have to edit that out. That's okay though. We'll figure it out. Although, yeah, you all wouldn't have seen it because you're on the app. You don't, but it's the VOD is recording the whole phone screen, so I just need to cut it out on the VOD. So no, there's no doxing has happened, no unintentional doxing, as long as I edit the VOD. So we're good. Yes, mash the star button. Let's go build the hype. I appreciate it. It is, I was mentioning it earlier. It is fun to mash the button though. Like they've got the psychology of that down perfectly. It's the cookie clicker effect. Yes, number go up, upwards trending graph. That is my Oshi mark. The upwards trending graph. Stonks go higher. Thank you for the 25,000 star, Neppy. I appreciate it. That's a lot of stars. Yeah, no, I think the sound is part of it. Like the sound design, the little like satisfying click that it does is really good. Thank you for the star, Mareem. Welcome in. Appreciate you joining. Hello, YouTube. Yes, this is going to be posted to YouTube afterwards. I think I am going to have to edit out like 10 seconds or something of it. I just have to go back and scrub to find when that was. Ooh, you know what? I should note down what time it is right now so I can find it a little bit easier. We're an hour 17 in, so it's probably like an hour 15-ish. Let me just note that. Cool. The clicks make the app better. Yes. They really do. Like, I don't know. I don't know what's so satisfying about it, but it is really satisfying. Like the noise, and it would be cool if it had like some tactile feedback, like if there was a little vibration or something. But that might get a little crazy though. Oh god, carpal tunnel clicking. Yeah, I feel like I don't know if I've gotten to the point where I've had like wrist problems from gaming, but I do feel like my mouse, like my dominant right hand, like from like the mouse movement, I do sometimes like feel like a little bit of ache there. Hopefully, carpal tunnel equals job well done. Yeah, that's how you know that you've sent 6-figure stars. It is like it's like a fidget toy. Honestly, it is like an ADHD thing. I feel like that's maybe why I like it too. I don't know. The new Stimmy toy, true. Yeah, it's like that's like the fidget spinner replacement, or like the like goop ball that they sell, or stress ball. There's like there's this really cool toy store near where I live that sells like a bunch of vintage toys, like old like wood blocks and like puppets and stuff, like the kind of things you would see at a toy store like 50 years ago. It's actually really legit. But they have like a whole section, like a whole aisle for just like stim toys. And when I say that, like the stuff for like ADHD, like fidgets, like clicky stuff, like little clicky blocks, little like puzzly things that you play with. Just something to like occupy yourself, and like it's a whole big section just for that. It's really cool. Hey, welcome in, Vix. Good to see you. Appreciate the star. Appreciate you being a shareholder, and congrats on the debut earlier. Glad I was able to pop in for a little bit, and I hope it went really well. And looking forward to the future streams. Sarah says I'd like to live there. Yeah, no, it's really cool. They've got like bootleg Legos from like a bunch of overseas companies. They've got like dress up stuff, like obviously not for me. It's like it is like for small children, but like they have like a lot of different like costume stuff if you want to do like if you're doing like a play or like something fancier for Halloween or like a costume party. They do have some adult stuff too. I think they have like some artwork that they sell there too. Wonder why you chose VTubing. Why do you say that? VTubing is fun. I get a kick out of this. This is like a really good way to just connect with people outside of like the day-to-day grind. When you get to a certain age, when you're like out of school, you're doing like the work grind, your friends and stuff like that you grew up with are starting to like get married and like have kids and stuff, and some of the connections that you have unfortunately just start to drop off a little bit. and a lot of people just like don't have like time to like meet up in like real places. This is a great way to form some more connections with people who are into the same sort of things that you are. Like a lot of, obviously a lot of people who are involved in the VTuber community, they like gaming, they like anime, um, they like all the same things that you like. They want to talk about the same stuff and chill, and maybe don't have a ton of really close friends IRL. So I really appreciate that. That's the primary reason that I do this. Um, it is a little bit selfish. Like I'm just trying to make friends, but if I can give back a little bit of that to you all, like that's really fulfilling, I think, and it's enjoyable for me too. I'm gonna scroll back a little bit. Where is this? I can DM you because I don't want to dox myself. But Vix is one of the founding streamers, so maybe we can have a little side discussion about that. Favorite office desk doodad? I've got a bunch of little gachapon stuff. Um, some of it's like branded stuff. Like I got like some Gundam stuff, some Ultraman stuff, but a lot of it's not branded. Like I've got like a little like sea slug thing on my desk at work. A bunch of little birds. I've got like a raven who's like doing a little like butler bow. I've got a great horned owl that's like praying. They're really cute. So I like just like little like gotcha characters and stuff, or like really tiny plushies, really tiny figures, and you just like stack them on like the cubicles and stuff. Um, I once was a child. I'm qualified for this item. True, that is a thing. That's like the children's shoes factor. Shout outs to like any of the women in the audience that like are able to wear like kids sizes. That's a great way to find shoes that you're looking for at a discounted price, because a lot of times they'll sell like what is essentially the same as the adult style, but it'll be like half price because it's a kid size. So if you're able to pull that off, like that's like a loophole that you can take advantage of. The models look great on IRIAM, yes. Um, they've rigged everything specifically for this platform. So I'm using the same model for like Twitch, like through VTube Studio. Um, and you might end up noticing that it might not look quite as smooth. I'm just like bouncing around looking at myself. Because they've the way that the rigging is set up and the way that the model is cut is optimized for the IRIAM platform. So uh, that being said, though, it still looks good in VTube Studio. Like I don't have any major problems with it or anything. Um, Emily says you made your best friends VTubing. Yeah, honestly, same. Like, uh, I made a ton of friends like pre IRIAM when I used to do content creation that I still have to this day, and then I've made so many friends since doing like the V Dreams thing and the IRIAM thing that, and again, some of these relationships that I'm building, like I hope to have for a really long time and are really important to me. So I'm really thankful for this opportunity, and I'm thankful for you all sharing this with us. It means a lot. And big shout out to the other founding streamers like Bela and the folks that helped organize V Dreams, kind of get us together as like a pseudo gen. Shout outs to like all the Bond talent. Shout outs to like the other indies. Everyone's been super cool, super welcoming to each other, helping each other out with like tech issues, setup issues. A lot of like collabing on stuff in the background, a lot of like just fun hangouts and gaming and stuff. So um, hopefully you'll get to see a little bit of that too in the streams going forward once people start like doing collabs and stuff. And it's just has been a really big positive in my life lately. So I really appreciate it. You can zoom out your model for people to see. Yes, you can. If you want to see the full model, showed it off a couple times, but that's what we're here for. Got a little bit of physics on the bottom of the jacket. Got the sick kicks. Got the little jewelry accents, little fashion accessories, but I look pretty good, I feel. Congrats on 30,000 stars for Zvetier. Still don't know if I'm saying your name right. Probably not. Vic says, I thought V Dreams was super cool that you all banded together. Yeah, big props to like the folks who took the initiative to message each other and kind of get that started. And everybody who joined has been super cool. For those who don't know what V Dreams is, basically the IRIAM contracted founding streamers who were getting a new IP, like a company provided model, even though IRIAM is not a talent agency and we're not an official gen the same way like a Hololive or Niji Gen would be. We wanted to have like that gen feel, that family feel. We're all debuting at roughly the same time for the same platform, working for the same goals. Thank you for the applause gift. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Um, and just thought, like if even though we're not an official company name, SSV, it's the THIER that I'm struggling with. Is that like Thier or Tier? I'm sorry. I'm probably butchering it. I feel so bad. Um, I'm not good with like uh, what's the word? Like the word I'm thinking of like is like etymology, but that's like the origin of words. That's like not how you pronounce words. Um, but I don't know. I just struggle with like especially like non like English origin words are tough for me. But yeah, it's great to have like that feel of a gen and people that like got your back and that you can go to for help, and are all there to support each other, and we just all become really good friends too. So we all want to see IRIAM succeed. We're all trying to boost each other and help each other out where we can, and I'm super thankful for that. And already there's been times where like there was something that I didn't know or needed a little assistance with, and like somebody just happens to know that, and like without like V Dreams, I feel like that would be a little bit harder. So um everyone's like a family, even if I'm in Bond, it feels like we're a big family. Yeah, and all the Bond folks have been super cool too. For those who don't know the Bond side, uh, Bond Live EN is the EN branch of actual VTuber agency. So they have like the traditional talent structure where management hires a group of people and debut them as a gen, like all the various VTuber agencies that you're probably familiar with. And my understanding is they have an agreement with IRIAM to debut some of their latest gens on the platform, and they're streaming primarily on the platform. But we did learn recently that they are also able to stream on other platforms, which I think originally was not the case. So I'm thankful for that. Really happy that they're able to share some of the same benefits as the other founding streamers. Um, and everyone from Bond Live has been super cool. I've made some really good friends with some of the talent. They've all been super sweet, super welcoming, and we do really feel like a big family, all the founding streamers. So super cool. Thank you for joining, Linkstrom. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for becoming a shareholder. Appreciate you. There is what it sounds like. Okay, so it's Svather. Svather. Okay. Thank you. I'm not trying to give you a hard time. I want to make sure I'm saying it right, because I feel bad if I'm mispronouncing your name every time you pop up. But I appreciate you being active and joining the stream. Means a lot actually, because we're just getting off the ground here, and you're getting in at the best time on the ground level before the stonks go to the moon. So it is appreciated. What if the stream is just a state of the company type call? Um, I'm sure at some point we'll do that kind of thing. Like this is where we're at with the IPO streams. This is where I expect to be in 6 months. This is what the last 6 months looked like. Do a little update for everybody. But we're just getting started. This is day 2. This is just our debut 2.0, and we're just unwinding after a lot of streams that happened over the last 24 hours. I'm sure that, yes, we're meeting expectations. Maybe there'll be a point where we're exceeding expectations, but I don't know if we got into that yet. Hopefully. But yeah, like a lot of you folks who have been, welcoming us on the app, you're probably in a bunch of the streams last night. A lot of the big debuts that happened Friday evening. There was a ton of debuts today, starting like early morning all the way up through like an hour or so ago. So it's been a long 2 days, and it's going to keep going. The train's going to keep rolling. There's another 15 or so people debuting tomorrow. More V Dreams, more Bond, more indies. So get ready for that. I'm going to try to hop in as many of those as I can. And I'm hoping, like I said, to do a Twitch debut of some sort. It might not be the longest stream. It'll probably be a little scuffed because I'm still setting it up. But we're gonna try to make that happen, and it will probably be some gaming or some Overwatch gaming just to start, because that's what I've been doing. So, what else is coming? I'm sure you're gonna tell me, Pelin. Super excited for debut. Appreciate it. Yeah, me too. Um, I'm excited for like everybody that hasn't debuted yet. I just really want to be there to support y'all because I'm really thankful for all the love everyone's shown behind the scenes prior to this. So as much love as I can give back, I want to. Oh yes, yes. I think the Mariah Carey has already escaped the containment center. SCP number 1225, Mariah Carey. She's been defrosted. Um, there were people telling me this year, like some of the other founding streamers were telling me that they would go to the mall like the week of Halloween, not even after Halloween, but like a full week before, and there was already like the Christmas lights and decorations up, which is ridiculous. Like you, come on, you can't at least wait until after Halloween. I really like Halloween as a holiday. It's one of my favorites. I like the vibe, and give it its time. Christmas already has a full 2 months of just like consumerism. Um, I'm not even a religious person, and I probably at this point like the religious aspects of the holidays more than I do the consumer part, just because it's like so overbearing for so long. Um, but all that being said, I do like buying things, so uh, I might, I will take part in some of the shopping. I'm a hypocrite. Um, use Canva to hand draw everything. I didn't know how to use Canva. I used Canva for the first time actually for this project, for IRIAM debut. I have also never used it, but it was actually surprisingly easy. I do think a lot of the features though, you do have to have like their premium or whatever they call it membership, but it is a lot of dragging and dropping stuff, like super like just like point click drag drop. It was really easy to use. I'm not like a big graphic design person or digital artist, but I found it to be pretty user friendly. And it was really helpful for putting together some of the pre debut stuff that we did. If you noticed, a lot of the V Dreams members pre debut had like a little card that was like they were all like uniform with each other with like our logo and our PNG and stuff, and advertising the IRIAM platform. Those were all done on Canva. What about how do you feel about Turkey Day? I like Thanksgiving. I would I wish I could spend it with my family. I don't know if that's going to be possible this year, but it is the quintessential family holiday. Like just getting together with everybody. I know not, unfortunately not everybody's on really good terms with their family, or they might have that one or two family members who's like a big pain in the ass to listen to or whatever, but I think it is, if you are in a situation where you can spend some time with close friends, close family, parents, whatever, and just share a nice meal together, share some stories, get a little bonding, because society has become so separate from each other. I think that does still have a lot of value. Um, I'm fortunate enough to have a good relationship with my parents. I do miss them, but they are pretty far away at this point. So I plan on making a trip out that way to see them at some point. But I think I might try to do a little warmer weather, a little warmer season, maybe like next spring, next summer, in between conventions. Halloween didn't feel like Halloween this year. Saw Christmas decor September. You're kidding. That's way too early. I'm not about that. September is like not even fall. Doesn't like fall start in October technically, and then like winter starts like end of December? I know like the season start dates are really weird because like I feel like winter should start in November because that's when it starts getting cold. But September for no, September is not Christmas. I'm sorry. September is like back to school. No one cares of turkey and gluttony. Mariah is coming. She's already here. She has taken her place at the head of the table, and she's already singing up a storm. That Christmas album is probably one of the most played albums ever. Favorite dish on the table? I think I think it's stuffing. Stuffing is S tier. That is an S tier Thanksgiving food, especially stuffing with like turkey gravy on top. Oof, so good. Uh, There's also a lot of like traditional Thanksgiving. There's a lot of traditional Thanksgiving foods that I didn't like as a child growing up that I actually really like now. Like sweet potatoes, I really like now. Um, Cranberries, I like now. Didn't like them at all as a kid. Um, Even some of the stuff that people hate, like fruitcake and stuff, I really like. But do like turkey. Really like stuffing. Stuffing is awesome. Thank you for joining. Hotaka, welcome in. Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you for the star. Good to see you. You also are, if I'm not mistaken, are debuting tomorrow. So good luck with that. Hopefully, I can stop by for a little bit and share some love. Thank you, Maximo, for the star. Welcome in. Thank you, Rui, for coming and joining. Thank you. Appreciate it. Another founding streamer, so appreciate it. Fruitcake, liking fruitcakes is wild. I don't know. Like, they're not. Fruitcakes get a bad rap. I don't think they're that bad. That's like, what's another bad one? Is like meatloaf. A lot of people hate meatloaf. I think it's like okay. For me though, the big one was sweet potatoes. When I was a kid, I despised them. I would always take a bite of sweet potatoes thinking it was going to be like a fluffy, nice mashed potato. And then it just like, I was like, what is this? I don't know. This not for me. Olives is another one. I think a lot of kids develop a personal, like, or a permanent distaste of olives because they eat them thinking that they're going to be grapes. Like they confuse the black olives for grapes and they're like, what is this? But I really like them though. Yeah, we're talking about Thanksgiving food. What's your favorite Thanksgiving dish? For those who just joined, we're doing a little chill debut 2.0, and we're just chatting. We're literally just Zatsuing, because chat was moving too fast last night for debut. Again, I am appreciative beyond words for the love and support y'all showed, but I really couldn't respond to anything because it was moving way too quick. IPO is a full bachelor kitchen. What does that mean? When I picture bachelor kitchen, I picture like the empty fridge, the Miles fridge, where you open it up and there's just like a random hot dog in there and nothing else. I actually went grocery shopping today because I wasn't trying to have the Miles fridge, and it is properly stocked, and I got fruits and vegetables. So it's not a true bachelor fridge. It's not empty or just frozen food. Emily says, grew up in a Polish family, so I don't celebrate Halloween. I celebrate a holiday like Day of the Dead. Oh, interesting. Part of my family is actually Polish, my mom's side. I don't know that we ever celebrated that though, but I don't think we were like really in tune with like traditional Polish holidays. I'm actually primarily Irish, believe it or not. You probably wouldn't be able to tell that by the model, but I am a Guinness drinker and a what's like corned beef and cabbage is when that's what Americans do when they want to eat Irish food, but it's not really an Irish thing. IPO is the Mile fridge, real and true. It's not true. I was we were getting on like a Miles kick. If you don't know, it's like spoof rap channel. Like it's been around for a long time, but there's one of his videos is just him like talking about how quote unquote how much money he has, and it's like I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, like $4 in my bank account. And he opens his fridge and there's just like half of a hot dog in there and like nothing else. Paul says, dude, I love olives. Olives are really good. Again, something that I didn't like as a kid and actually really enjoy now. A lot of times if I get like a submarine sandwich from one of the various sub dealers, what's like the best sub place these days? Like Jersey Mike's maybe. I'll get olives on it a good amount of the time. Smeg brand and pour over coffee. Smeg, like they're really expensive. Like, don't they make like it's a disturbing name by the way, but don't they make like the really nice like ceramic looking like refrigerators and kitchen appliances and stuff? Gotta go sleep for now. See you later. Bye-bye. Thank you so much for the support. Appreciate you joining. Look forward to your streams. I probably won't be going too much longer, but I appreciate you stopping by and hope to return the favor. Good night. Sean, I love spreading misinformation on the internet. Yeah, it's not that bad. You know, it's that's a thing though. Like when I was a little less well off, like just starting to live alone, I definitely had a little bit of the bachelor fridge. I know a lot of other guys kind of around my age have that. They'll just eat out or just DoorDash. Um, and then at home they'll have like, oh, here's my protein powder and like some granola bars and like a case of water or something. Like just nothing. Jersey Mike's kind of mid. I think okay. I think a lot of the fast food or fast casual sub places, like none of them are like particularly good. I think if you want like a really good sandwich, you got to make it yourself or go to like a deli. But I think of the chains, it's one of the better ones. Um, Definitely not Subway. Subway is the worst. It's like actual garbage tier, and they still charge a lot for it. Um, what's the other one that's like really popular? Jimmy John's. Jimmy John's not as good as Jersey Mike's, I think. Better than Subway though. Welcome to the stream, Asa. Thank you for joining. Good to see you. Welcome to the shareholders. Deli sandwich is amazing. Yes. Going to like an actual deli and getting like some pastrami or like roast beef or something like that's the good stuff. Sean says that's basically what my fridge is like. Yeah, it's okay. I mean, like if you're just really busy, like you might get work or like food at like work. They might have a cafeteria or something, or you might just do the DoorDash or eat out. Um, and buying groceries is expensive. So if you're not really familiar with like the best way to like meal prep and like maximize what you're getting out of each thing that you buy, a lot of times like eating out is like almost the same price as just as buying groceries. Like it's unfortunate, but it used to be significantly cheaper just to do like a big grocery shopping, and I don't know if that's the case anymore. You just kind of just do whatever makes sense to you, what you have time for. Spanx like the retro 50s style, but with Apple price tag. I see. So like super high end, super premium kitchen appliances, kitchenware. I would be into that. I think if I cooked more. I'm not a big chef. I don't know how to cook very well. I have been trying to eat a lot healthier than I used to. I, but I'm just bad at cooking, so I do get a lot of pre-prepared stuff. So it is what it is. You know, maybe eventually I'll meet that special someone and they'll be able to teach me how to cook or something. So I was able to DoorDash burrito tacos from this random taco shop. Yo, that sounds amazing. Like if you got like a local like authentic Mexican place or like a like that burrito stand or burrito food truck that everyone knows is like bonkers good. That's the way to go. It's usually pretty cheap too. Like food cart stuff, like a lot of times they charge like really fair prices. And if you're in like a nicer area, like a suburb or like a nice downtown area or something, like you don't have to worry too much about it being like properly prepared or anything. Like I haven't had too much problems, honestly. Welcome in, Ophelia. Thank you for joining. Good to see you. Looking forward to your streams. Thank you for joining Sugarloaf Nebula. Appreciate you joining the shareholders. Thank you for the star, by the way. Ree says Board and Brew is your favorite. I'm not familiar with that one at all. That's one of the sub places. It sounds like a chain based on the name, but I'm really not familiar. I'll have to look that up and see if there's one nearby. Pound says Jersey Mike's better than Jimmy John's. Yes, absolutely. Agree. Sugarloaf says your banner in here kind of looks like Elon Musk. It's the scene from The Dark Knight where the Joker is like fleeing the police or chasing the police or whatever. He's like sticking his head out the window, just with me instead, and it looks pretty good. One of the folks that's actually in chat, Pellin, drew that as like a piece of fan art and was kind enough to share it. So I really appreciate that. If you haven't checked out Pellin, she does a lot of fan art in the Yu-Gi-Oh community. So does like products for I think Gem Accessories is the company. They do like deck boxes and bags and stuff. So along with giving all the founding streamers a follow, you can give some of the fan artists that are here a follow too. There's been a lot of cool like fan art and stuff from like Skeb and what's the other one people do? VGen, sort of like the US Skeb. I've seen a lot of really good pieces that people have commissioned for the founding streamers. Plus, just like a lot of stuff that fans made just and posted on Twitter. The quality of some of that stuff is crazy, considering like they just took the time out of their day and made it for fun, and then it looks like an actual commissioned piece. It's insane. Art is amazing. Oh my god, Pelin Bog. Yeah, no, the actual Yu-Gi-Oh fan art is Pelin. I think like probably one of the more well-known people in the Yu-Gi-Oh community. We talked about a lot about Yu-Gi-Oh earlier, and I was trying not to like stay on the subject too much because not everybody knows what I'm talking about. We can get real deep into card game stuff, and like there might be like 6 or 7 people in the chat that know what's going on. So, oh yeah, Sarah, didn't you did the one that I was using as profile picture for a while, right? If I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it was really cute. I really like that one. Thank you. Thank you for joining the stream. It's good to see you. Um, Hopefully, lots of streams soon. Like I said, potential Twitch debut tomorrow, but I will confirm if that's happening and what time. Sometime tomorrow before it gets too late. Streams during this week might be a little touch and go. I'm going to get a schedule out before the end of the day tomorrow for everything Monday through next Sunday. I just need to be careful not to overlap debuts. So they might be kind of like a little bit later night like this one was. But we'll squeeze them in there somewhere. Whatever works. Drawing you so fun. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. I really like that piece. It came out really cute. So I'm gonna rotate through some of the fan art that I've gotten for the schedule. It does have like on the schedule template that I commissioned a place to showcase fan art. So I've got everything in a folder. I'm actually in the process of going back through and labeling all of them with the Twitter handles of the people that drew them. So we'll just rotate through those. So each week yours will probably come back up again eventually. Oh, you did the one with the plushie too. Oh, that was also really cute. Thank you. Yeah, if you want to do any, certainly not expecting it. You know, it's, but very appreciative if it does happen. If you want to post any fan art, the fan tag for IPO is #upwards_trending, like the Oshi mark, and that's where I'm gonna see it. You can also tag me directly too. Honestly, I'm not like super big streamer man, so I'm not like getting pinged in a million different notifications. It would be awesome if we got to that point someday, but we're not there yet. So feel free to tag me. I don't mind. Like I said, if you need to like really connect with me for something too, you can always like DM me on Twitter or Discord. Just please don't abuse it. If somebody's weird, eventually we might have to revisit that. But for now, everything's been super chill. Thank you for 35,000 stars. SV there. I think I said it right. Something. Do you have a favorite Sanrio character? For a piece of art. Let me think for a moment. Favorite Sanrio character? I do like Gudetama. I do like Cinnamoroll. I like Lucky Twin Stars. I think a funny one would be Gudetama, though. Murachi, welcome in. Thank you for joining. Good to see you. Thank you for the star. Another founding streamer, so make sure to go check them out. Is your debut's tomorrow too? I'm getting a lot of the Sunday debut folks today. Wishing you best of luck. Sort of like some of the people who collaborated to get the V-Dream stuff organized. Marachi did a lot of the organization for like kind of like the indie side of the founding streamers, so really appreciate that. And I know a lot of other people are really appreciative, just kind of getting everybody together to collab on like tech issues, best practices, and just getting to know each other and make new friends. So it's awesome. Blue Eyes Cinnamon Roll. Oh yeah, no, that's actually a really good idea. You could do the look at the McDonald's Sanrio collab that they had recently. They did like little plushies of a lot of the characters, and they're like mashups. That could be really cool. Maybe one of those. I didn't get any myself, unfortunately. All the McDonald's nearby, I did go hunting a little bit for them, but none of them had them. I think there was a lot of scalping with those, like people just going and like buying all of them up, or the stores just didn't bother carrying them or whatever. with some of those promotions, I feel like sometimes the stores like don't even bother just because they don't want to deal with like everyone asking about them all the time. I did get the I think it was like a month or two before they did the Sanrio collab. I got some of the collectible cups that they had because they were actually kind of nice. There was like an adult Happy Meal where they gave you like a plastic like tumbler glass, but they had like this nice art on them, and they did like there was like a classic like Coca-Cola one with like the polar bear. There was one with like classic McDonald's like toy collabs that had like Barbie and Hot Wheels and stuff on it. They did one with the classic mascot characters, like the Mayor McCheese and the Hamburglar and stuff. And they were actually really cool. They look nice. Welcome in, Nyaru. Thank you for the star. Really appreciate it. I'm sure a lot of you know Nyaru. Big proponent of the IRIAM platform. Well-known streamer. Big fan. So welcome in. Appreciate the support. And looking forward to your IRIAM debut, which I believe is sometime this week, if I'm not mistaken. Apologize, I'm not sure what day off the top of my head, but I do look forward to it and hope to join. Welcome in, Princess. Good to see you. Your debut was earlier today, I believe. I was able to stop in briefly. It was handling a couple things, but I hope it went well. Good to see you here. Thank you for joining, and thank you for the star. For all the folks just joining, we are probably going to be wrapping up a little soon because we're coming up on the 2-hour mark, but we were basically just doing a debut 2.0, doing a chill little Zatsu Dan stream. Just wanted to say hi before you went to sleep. Hey, well, I appreciate you stopping by. Happy to see you. Happy your debut went well, and hopefully I'll be able to join some more streams in the future. I kind of wanted to do this today, just have a little chat, because yesterday for debut had a pretty limited time slot. We all the V Dreams folks tried not to stream over to each other too much, and a lot of people wanted to go day one, so there's only so many hours in the day. So we did 30-minute time slots, and it goes by really fast when you're trying to hit all the typical debut notes of like, hey, I'm so and so. This is what I like. This is what I don't like. These are the games that I play. Suddenly you're 20 minutes in, and you gotta worry about the next person, which is fine. But there's just not enough time to talk to them, about everything you want to talk about. And also, it was hopping. Chat was hopping. There was emotes getting spammed. There was chat getting spammed. And I couldn't keep up with all that. So, again, if you gifted at all yesterday, if you sent any stars, if you got any of the membership tiers, I really, really appreciate it. If I didn't thank you individually, just kind of a blanket thank you right now. It's appreciated more than I can put into words. Without the fantastic community that we're putting together, the app would not succeed, and I hope that all of us together can really make this a success for the foreseeable future. So it's really appreciated. But using this opportunity to actually get to talk to everybody, actually get to see the names on the screen and be able to pick out people and say, hey, thank you, or I recognize you, or what have you. So welcome in, Ira. Good to see you. Thank you for the star. Thank you for becoming a shareholder. Yap for 4 hours. Yeah, no, it's you don't realize how fast the time is going by. It's kind of crazy. That's one of the things that I miss about streaming in general, is like, it's just a great way to like spend time with people and get to know people and talk to people, and like the time goes by so fast, because what they say about time going by fast when you're having fun is absolutely true. And honestly too, the older that you get, the faster time goes by. So cherish the little moments with people, with friends, while you can. As cliche as that might be, or as morbid as that might be, really, really enjoy it while it lasts, because time is the march doesn't stop. And I'm glad that you've been able to meet so many people, Princess. Also, like, we talked a lot about that today, just like how great the community's been so far, especially amongst like the different founding streamers. Everyone's been like super chill, like very collaborative with each other, and I know that it's really filling like some of that social circle that was kind of lacking in my life recently. I have like, I feel like I have my shit together, in my personal life, but not like a lot of people to talk to that like the same kind of things that I like and do the same thing kind of things that I do. So it's been really nice. But again, thank you all for joining. I think I am going to wrap up here since we're coming up on 2 hours. I need to go and edit out that little notification that might have showed up on the VOD and make sure that no one's information is being compromised. I may have gotten like a text message from somebody, and even though Do Not Disturb was on, it might have come through on the VOD, so I need to make sure that that's removed if it is there. But nothing that would have showed up on the screen here. I can see the service becoming more and more popular to the point where it creates more wannabe VTubers. I mean, in a positive way, yeah. I feel like wannabe might have a negative connotation, but I hope it does create more people, like create more interest in the VTubing medium, because it is really fun, and IRIAM makes it extremely easy. At full launch, because this is still technically a beta, but you'll be able to basically join with like a PNG. You can actually do audio only streams if you want, almost like a Twitter space. You can do a PNG, you can do like an animated PNG, and then if you want to become another like streamer, contracted streamer, you can talk to Sohei's one of the managers. Hit him up on Twitter. They've put out an open call for those who might be interested in streaming on the platform, and they might even provide you with a model. Who knows? Just get in touch with them. Management's really cool. And it's crazy because like they're not even an agency. Like I don't have like the agency relationship with them per se, but they've been more responsive, more welcoming, more helpful than a lot of like VTuber management that I've heard of from people who are in the industry working for a lot of like the different small corpos. So I really appreciate it. It makes me feel like I made the right choice in the people that I'm doing business with, and that makes me want to work that much harder to help get it off the ground. So thank you so much for the 40,000 star Pelin. That's a lot of stars. Granted, there's like infinite stars in the universe, but the fact that 40,000 of them were right here tonight in this 2 hours, that's something special. Yeah, no, if you're interested, Pelin, definitely check out. If you want to see the person, I can find immediately after this one of their tweets and repost it again. But they are on my following list also, and they are one of the IRIAM staff members. They have a handful of staff that are bilingual and have a close relationship with some of the talent, and they're all super cool. They're all really, really invested in this. IRIAM has been a successful platform overseas in Japan for several years. But they're not coasting on that. They want to learn kind of what works in the Western audience that may not work overseas, and change anything for the better, like for the American audience or the Western audience. So I do want to see that expansion to other countries too, because it is still technically just US right now. You can download it if you're in other countries with a whole host of loopholes. And I hope that anyone who wants to join the streams can. But if they can do it in like the most streamlined, most official way possible soon, that would be awesome. Congrats, Sarah, for the gift. Appreciate it. Would you have to delete all pictures of me? I think you just don't let them know that it's you. Like other there's been other people who are like big like cover artists for like songs on YouTube, or they might have been like fan artists in a various community where they have an existing social media presence. They might even be like internet famous or actual famous who have become VTubers. And I don't think they necessarily like wiped their existence off the internet. They you just try to separate those two parts of your life as much as possible, or as much as you want to have that anonymity. And again, that's the great thing about VTubing, is you can be as anonymous or as open as you want. If you want to be like, hey, this is my quote unquote roommate, this is my PL, check out their content, you can do that. We have some folks that are founding streamers who are open about, this is like what I do IRL, and I'm also this VTuber. And then there's people who are the complete opposite, and they're the very secure in what they talk about and what they don't talk about, and like, this is completely separate from what I do IRL. I'm this this character, and it's just, that's just it. And either way is fine, whatever you're more comfortable with. I'm eternally 20 something because I'm a VTuber. Yeah, that's me. We're gonna be 20 something for the rest of my life because I don't want to think about the other numbers. The numbers only go up to 20x and then they stop forever, and you don't have to worry about it. It's fine. It doesn't exist. Um, but yeah, I'm gonna hop off of here for now. Expect another stream tomorrow, but it will probably be on Twitch, and then I'm gonna get the schedule up sometime tomorrow as well for the coming week. And make sure you give all the love and support to all the other founding streamers during their debuts this week. There's a lot of debuts to come. Really, all this coming week up until like the next 5, 6, 7 days. Still a lot more debuts to come. So make sure that we're maintaining that energy and that hype going into those later ones. Not everybody was able to debut, this first weekend. So I want to make sure that we're spreading that love around as much as possible and getting to know everybody and follow them, become friends, and enjoy their content. So y'all have a fantastic rest of the evening or whatever time of the day it may be for you. I know we're all primarily in the US, so get some rest tonight. Enjoy your evening, and I will see you on the next one. And before we leave, welcome in Rainy Days. Thank you for joining the stream. We're just ending. But y'all have a fantastic one. I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.